So the first item, Explore Children's Museum is requesting approval of a conditional use permit to allow an indoor institutional use, a children's museum in an existing building at 1433 West Main Street. The two tenant spaces south of the Subway retail establishment would be combined into one space to house the museum. Other than signage, there is no planned change to the building exterior. Next slide, please. Normal hours of operation would be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, with possible expanded hours to meet the needs of families with special needs children, and possibly one evening per month when admission would be free for Sun Prairie residents. Museum operations would be facilitated by one full-time executive director and 2 part-time employees. During hours of operation, there would be 5 staff members or volunteers present. The applicant hopes to begin interior work that is, this May, with a planned opening of October of this year. Next slide. The site is located within the city's Main Street Overlay District. The stated purpose of this district is in part to aid in the implementation of the recommendations contained in the West Main Street Corridor Plan, which is an element of the city's comprehensive plan. Activating the tenant spaces with the proposed use within the existing building fulfills the purpose of the MSO. There is sufficient parking on site, as pointed out in the staff report, for the existing and proposed use. However, to further designate, emphasize, and facilitate a safe drop-off and pickup point for children, staff is recommending the designation of one of the current parking stalls near the southeast entrance of the building to be identified exclusively for that loading and unloading point, and that stall should be striped or marked in a manner to prohibit vehicle parking. In staff's judgment, the use is compatible with surrounding uses, which are primarily commercial in nature, would not have an adverse impact, on existing uses of adjacent property, and the specific use as proposed represents a unique use within the city, centrally located to provide a benefit to the community by providing another option for children and families to gather and learn, and staff is recommending conditional approval.
My name is Katie Kamoku. I am a Sun Prairie resident. My family chose to move here about 8 years ago. I was a teacher at Sun Prairie High School in 2009 to 2013, and most recently I taught at Sun Prairie Nursery School. My kids attend Token Springs and Sun Prairie Nursery School, and we have found the Sun Prairie community to be a fantastic place to settle and raise our family. We're involved in sports and other community activities. And as far as the Explore Children's Museum, our board of directors is made up of Sun Prairie residents, former teachers, and parents, and other people who are very involved in the Sun Prairie community, and are hoping to create a community space where children and caregivers can nurture their relationships and provide an indoor recreational facility that helps prepare kids for academic success, and also gives us a space to spend time together in the winter months when our fabulous parks are not as accessible. And we are really passionate about being accessible to as many people in the community as possible. That's why this Main Street location is a great fit for us. A lot of families can walk to that location. It's easy to find. There's a lot of parking, and it's situated in a place where our visitors can eat at a variety of restaurants and kind of carry on with their day on all the other things that Main Street has to offer. So we really think this location is best for our purposes in terms of visibility, accessibility, and just being a part of everybody in the Sun Prairie community. So thank you for your consideration.